Hey guys, Asal did. Welcome to our presentation. We will be explaining the steps to college success and career acquisition. For the first step, I, James Murray, will be explaining the plan to start college and what to expect when attending. Starting college is a large part in life and should be taken seriously. Also with a plan of attack, you could say. If you do not have a major yet, don't stress out. Just work on your core classes and work towards that associate's degree. By finishing these core classes, you will find out more about yourself to help you determine your career choice. There are many out there. Don't be afraid to have an open mind. The second section I want to talk to you guys about is the time management. When you start the semester, don't overdo it. 4 classes is basically a full time at a university, anywhere. Make sure that you don't get too much to handle or you just overburden yourself and do poorly in your classes. Make sure you know what assignments are important and knock those out first, and make sure you do one that's more important than the other. And last is to definitely be organized. Plan your studies and your day so you know what needs to be done, so you don't rush everything at the last minute. And you gotta always take care of yourself when you're in college. Eating healthy makes you feel energized, keeps you proactive, makes you focus way more in class. Knowing enough is enough. Like I said, don't overdo it. Don't stress yourself over with 8-hour study periods longer than you would normally have a job shift. Try to plan it out a few days over time, and just to reward yourself with a break every now and then. I'd suggest doing 2 hours or so and then reward yourself. I'm gonna pass this off to Thomas. He's gonna talk to you guys about how to get a job.
Thank you, James. Now that you've set up a game plan, let's take the next big step. That would be getting a job. Most, if not all, college students have a part-time job. College is the best time to start if you don't have one already. It's good to get a job during college. That way you can start saving up money for necessities. Depending on your living situation, you're going to need money to pay for expenses. Expenses like food, room and board, and biggest of all, college fees. Depending on your financial situation, whether your parents are paying for your college, or it's you versus student loans, it's smart to get a part-time job to start saving up to pay towards those important things. First off, make sure you have a good resume. Nobody is going to want to hire you if you have a shabby looking resume. So, make sure you fill it out to the best of your ability and get yourself a reference from a family member or a friend. Secondly, you're going to want to find a job that will be flexible with you. When it comes down to it, school comes first. So if your job is not willing to oblige, they don't need you. Make sure you find a workplace that is willing to work with you and your time, not the other way around. Also, try to get a job in the retail food services. It is a great way to improve upon your communication skills while working. This will also tie into and help you later down the road with interaction. By working in retail/food services, you'll be interacting with the public daily, which will help you to work with others, make it easier to make friends down the road, and work with people who share a similar career choice with you. Alright, now I'm going to pass it off to Jose to talk about internships.
Thanks, Thomas.
What's up, dude?
All right, so when you get into internships around your 3rd year of college, you should start applying where there are good ratings. Don't just try to apply wherever it says internships. Try to do it according to your career path. And if possible, try to get a paid internship so you could quit your job and just focus on the career path. Make sure when you apply, it has everything correct. Try to have good references like teachers or professors, and make sure to have letters of recommendation. Stay up with the application once you turn it in. Try to call 2 days after to see if they received the application. Make sure your social media doesn't have anything that would ruin your chance of getting the internship. If you really want the pictures, just save it onto your computer and have it for yourself. The whole world doesn't have to see it. Follow the CEO on social media to see what he shares, posts, tweets, or retweets. Comment on one of the tweets or posts and just say you applied to the internship and are really excited to see what's in store. And if you get called for an interview, try to dress professional. There's no overdoing anything. To show that you're serious about taking the spot, and during the interview, just write down some notes that they talk about the internship so you have a better idea of what it really is. After the interview, try to write a thank you letter after to make sure you will get the job, and write down some of the things you liked, what he or she talked about. It helps them decide who they want. Like when it comes down to two candidates, the one who writes a thank you letter would get the job. Now I'm passing on to Camila about procrastination.
Thanks, Jose.
What's up, dude?
Now we're going to talk about procrastination. By definition, it's the avoidance of doing a task which needs to be accomplished. It is the practice of doing more pleasurable things in place of less pleasurable ones, or completing less urgent tasks instead of more urgent ones, therefore putting off upcoming tasks for later. Procrastination is very common in a student's life. It could be the cause of a last-minute assignment or not studying for an exam. It is important to confront it. First, you must analyze the effects of putting off a task. After acknowledging the consequences, you have to set yourself reasonable goals. For example, you can divide an essay assignment into small goals, like writing the outline, writing a draft, then having it revised, and lastly, turning it in. It is also crucial to be realistic about how you use your time. You can't plan to not use your phone for the rest of the day because you can feel tempted and might use it. It would be better to schedule about 10 minutes to use your phone. By setting yourself smaller goals, you won't feel so overwhelmed. After arranging your assignments, it is important to simply start the task. Once you get over with starting it, it will be easier to continue. Also, you should track your progress to keep you motivated. The final problem I will be explaining is when students believe multitasking is the best way to get tasks done. Multitasking is actually a myth. The brain can only do one thinking task at a time. When you are multitasking, you are really just switching between tasks, which lowers the quality of the assignment and slows down the amount of time the task takes. And now back to Jose for the conclusion.
Thank you, Camila.
Adieu.
Alright, so now you have all the steps to have a general career success. Remember, you have to make a plan and stick to it. And then you have to get a job for your basic necessities. And then after 3 or 4 years of college, try to get an internship according to your career. And if possible, get a paid internship. But all of this could be destroyed if you procrastinate. Make sure you don't, so you have a good and wealthy life. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Skirt!